What's good, everyone? It's your boy Prime here, and we're back with another recording, a Steelers recording. I'm one of your hosts, and got my two other co-hosts, Plundo and Matthew. You guys say what up? What up? I can't even talk.
Hello.
What's up?
All right, and today we're going to be doing a little two-parter, a little bit of Jeopardy for fun, and Steelers, well, not Steelers, an NFL mock draft for the first round. But for starters, we're gonna start off with the Jeopardy and see if y'all guys are ready.
Yep.
Yep, ready to go.
All right, so I might play.
Just be factile, I believe.
All right, make things two.
Two. Yes.
Yes. All right,
Okay.
and
Now we gotta type this in.
there's
All
y'all
right.
code.
Appreciate that.
Are these harder than our questions, Prime?
Huh?
Are these harder than me and Plunder's questions in your opinion?
I ain't like that draft holder thing. That draft holder thing.
Bro, I
That
cooked on that.
no, that draft order and Twitter joint. Nah.
I cooked
I,
on
I should have got the alliteration joint, but
Yeah.
I just couldn't think.
I couldn't think
I-
either.
that was a really good category. I would say that.
Yeah,
but-
no, I think we cooked with our categories. I think I'm really excited to see what you did.
Like I said, it's a little bit easy, hard, a little bit of fun. And see, y'all boys ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right.
Do you
So-
wait? Do you know how to go full screen? Oh yeah, never mind. I tells you.
Yeah, so here we go. So the title is
Let's want to go first.
Wait, title. I gotta explain everything.
Okay.
All right. So title is Steelers. Get ready to learn Chinese, buddy. All right. And not for the categories here. First one is guess that performance. What that is, just basically it's gonna have like certain stat line. Some of it is gonna be versus the team versus a certain year, and you got whichever stat line pops up, you gotta guess the correct stat line. So, for example, I could say it could show the stats of like 5 picks, 2017. Jacksonville Jaguars, the answer would be Big Ben.
Okay.
So y'all got it. Y'all got that.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So my name is. I'm gonna be. It's like I'm gonna be from the first person point of view. I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read it from whatever it says, and then y'all just gotta guess whatever the description is about.
Is that similar to Plunder's like, who am I?
Yeah, a little
Okay.
bit.
I bet.
Draft. It should be simple as that. Just draft stuff. You just
Mhm.
gotta guess. Steelers legends. Now this could be a mix of like actual legends, players we hate, players that are forgotten, or players that like were like solid. So it's basically that. Name and year. I will say this probably gonna be the most difficult category for you guys. So what this is, it's gonna be a description about a person, and y'all gotta guess a certain year for that. So um, I'll say like uh, this Steeler, this Steeler had 6 picks in 2019. Well, no, I scratched it. This Steeler had 6 picks in his third year as a Steeler. And you could be like Joe Hayden, and the year would be 2019 because that's the year he had 6 picks. If y'all get what I'm saying.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
And then dreams and nightmares. I felt it's a mix. It's a mix of like fun times. We witness nightmares we witness, and then y'all just gotta guess like the certain player or the certain event. It's
All right.
basically that.
Well, some PTSD is about to come back.
This is terrifying. What the heck?
Yep. So, do y'all need any more explanations, or y'all good?
So for Steelers legend, are we just guessing players or like?
Like okay, my bad, I didn't say that right. It's gonna show a It's gonna show a picture. Like it could be an actual legend, somebody terrible.
Okay, so we're just naming who it is in the picture.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's it. So y'all got any more questions, or y'all good?
Damn good.
All right. So who's going first?
Plundo.
All right. You sure?
Um,
Let's go.
my name is 200.
All right. All right. Okay. Now I gotta read it, and then y'all can guess. All right.
Oh wait, no,
Whoa.
fuck! I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
Disqualify him.
How do I? Hold on. Shit. I'm
You can not. You can make me. You can make me. You can.
Oh, we're gonna have to retype a new pin now.
Yeah. So.
I didn't mean to do that. My fault. I genuinely
Jesus.
did not mean to press that.
Unbelievable.
I did not press that. I'm sorry. I genuinely did not mean to.
Sorry about that, everyone. Somebody didn't understand the instructions. What I was
I
about to
did
say.
not evidently, so I'm sorry about that, and I will go to timeout for that. I'm sorry.
I was about to say the way this works, I gotta read the question first, then y'all get to guess. So, are we still doing the same one or a different
I
one?
think Plunder should be in timeout for this. I'm not gonna lie, because I know the answer.
No, okay, no, I gotta. We're gonna make this fair. All right, y'all ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I gotta read it first. Plundo, remember.
Yes,
All
sir.
right. Most people might call me the biggest crasher in the league. I also have one of the fun.
Did he cut out?
I don't know, Plundo.
Oh, I didn't hear you keep
Ever.
reading it.
I heard Ever and buzzed.
All right, you good?
Yeah. Who is George Pickens?
That is correct. Wait, how do just skip answer?
Hit the check mark for next to his name.
Oh, there we go.
Bro, that picture.
All right. Can you hear me now, Matt?
Yeah.
All right. So I guess I got to talk in closer. All right. So 200 points for Plundo. What's your next category or choice?
Name and year 200.
All right. Some may say this guy loves hunting. This certain backup QB gained a lot of love from fans having a nickname similar to a bird.
Fuck!
Matthew?
So am I just saying the name or the year too?
Both.
Duck Hodges 2019.
That is absolutely correct.
Let's go.
Wait,
All right. I understand it now. I am lethal shooter.
wait. I was trying to make sure if my double Jeopardy is ready, or if it's just random. I don't know. I think it's random.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably random.
All right.
All right. Guess that performance 100.
All right. 38 carries, 236 yards, 3 touchdowns, 4 catches, 62 yards, 5 targets against the Bills.
Bro, how?
So I'm
Matthew?
just saying the player here.
Yes.
Le'Veon Bell.
That is correct.
Damn, Matthew's
Uh-oh.
Wi-Fi clutch right now.
All right. Next.
I'm using data. All right. Draft 100.
This linebacker, drafted as a first rounder in 2013, is well known as one of the biggest draft busts in Steelers history.
I forget the first name. That's bad.
Plundo?
Who is Jarvis Jones?
Correct.
I forgot it was Jarvis. I was thinking like Jameer. What the hell?
I mean, close.
Well, yeah, he played with us like couple years ago or not.
Specialty legend.
Yeah. All right. Next.
Steeler Legends 300.
All right. Who is this?
Oh,
Plundo?
Who is Casey Hampton?
Correct.
he looks like Fat Heinz Ward.
Oh my goodness. All right. Next.
I'm curious how this one's gonna go. Dreams and Nightmares 100.
All right. Regarded as one of the best walk-off touchdowns in NFL history, this cornerback was the main victim of that play in a wild-card loss against the Denver Broncos. Plundo?
Who is Ike Taylor?
Correct.
Yeah. I was
didn't
gonna
want to risk it.
Cortez Allen, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Cortez Allen, what? I don't think he was drafted. Wait.
William Gay.
All right. Next.
Well, I'm very glad I did not say Cortez Allen.
All right.
Sean Davis.
Okay.
We'll do guess that performance 200.
All right. QB 10 out of 13 passing, 120 yards, 15 rushing yards, 2 rushing TDs, 0 passing TDs, and 3 INTs in 2022.
Damn.
Matthew,
Kenny Pickett.
correct.
Jets game.
Yeah.
Yes, his rookie debut.
Yep.
Wait, okay. Do y'all mess with the questions so far?
They're
No,
good.
I like them. They're really good.
All right.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
Let's do. My name is 100.
All right, bet. I am known as being a current younger brother on the team. I play fullback and tight end.
Bro.
Matthew.
Connor Hayward.
Bro,
That
I
is
genuinely
correct.
thought I buzzed in first, bro.
Bro, this happened to me last time.
I mean, this is a pretty tight game.
Yeah.
All right, next.
300 for the same thing.
My name is?
Yeah.
All right. I played alongside with TJ Watt in 2021. We were both in the same draft class, but I was selected a few picks before TJ that year. Matthew?
It's Taco Charlton?
Correct.
Bang!
Correct, my boy.
That's a good one. I'm gonna give you that one. That was impressive.
All right, let's get it.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Dreams and Nightmares 200.
All right. Hang on, y'all gonna love this one. This now former running back provided some solid plays for Pittsburgh, but had the funniest meme going on in the Pittsburgh chat on Instagram last season. Fun.
Who is Najee Harris?
Absolutely correct.
Oh, that's funny.
That's the best meme, bro.
I
Honestly.
told you. I
great.
see. I told y'all, man.
Uh,
I'm curious what the double Jeopardy is at, man.
Man, I'm curious. I'm curious to see who our next running back's gonna be.
Should I look at the settings or
No,
should I just
maybe
leave it?
tomorrow. Maybe. Who knows?
Should I look at the settings or just leave it?
Is that gonna like show us the answer somehow?
I
Now
don't
we'll
know.
just figure it out. We'll figure it out. I like the suspense.
Yeah, it'll just pop up.
All right. All right.
Alright,
Oh, wait. Time out. Y'all both are tied 900 apiece.
Yep.
Yeah,
All
this
right.
is, Steeler Legends 500.
Oh.
All right. Y'all ready?
Yep.
Who is this player?
Oh my god. I know.
Mondo?
God damn.
Who is Morgan Burnett?
Correct.
Those are so fire unis.
Yeah.
All right.
Name and year 300.
Name and year. All right. This guy is the only player in NFL history to have 1,000 receiving yards and 1,000 return yards in the same season.
Oh, I don't know the year.
Year either.
Fudge.
I don't think this is.
I'm missing it.
Matthew.
Juju 2017.
That is incorrect.
Oh.
Just hit the X. Or
Yeah.
Mondo, do you want to buzz in?
I'm gonna pass on this one. I don't know the year.
Is it Juju?
No.
It's not.
Was it Antonio Brown?
Yes.
Oh, Juju
Do
did
it.
punt returns, didn't he?
Do
Or
it.
was
Skip the answer.
Yeah. Skip.
Antonio Brown 2011.
Yeah. I thought he was on punt returns. I don't know.
No. You was correct. Juju, his rookie year, he was doing special teams.
Yeah.
Kind of like similar to Deontay, but Antonio Brown just is the only player to like ever do this.
Damn.
Still holds that record.
All right.
So anyway, like I say, it gets harder and harder. So let's go. Next.
I would have got the year wrong, so I'm very glad I did not buzz in.
I
We'll do draft 200.
Draft 200.
Yep.
All right. Round 2, pick 55, 2021 out of Penn State.
Damn.
Matthew.
Pat Frymuth.
Correct.
Honestly, I think it's only right that Matthew gets that question.
All right.
Next.
Draft 300.
All right. In 2016, in the first round, what pick was Artie Burns?
Oh God. There's no shot for me.
Plundo?
What is pick 25?
Correct.
Yeah. I was never getting that.
Also,
24.
Hey, Patrick,
What?
I thought of something funnier than 24.
Let me hear it.
25.
Oh, now we have videos. Like, what is going on?
I told y'all, I try to make it as funny as possible.
No, you did a good job there.
All right, let's go to the next one, man.
Dreams and Nightmares 300.
All right. Spending most time with the Colts and Jags, this wide receiver played with the Steelers for a bit while having hands for bricks.
Yes,
Matthew,
Dante Moncrief.
Damn.
correct.
That guy
Seems
was
like I made this a bit
asshole.
too easy.
All right. Let's just do Steelers Legends 100.
All right, let's get it. Who is it?
It didn't let me. Oh, you got
yeah. Who is
Who
Troy
is it?
Polamalu?
Correct.
it. Bro, that's one of Jordan Dangerfield.
All right. Next one.
Guess that performance 300.
300. I'm still wondering what the double jeopardy is, but let's go. 9 catches, 201 yards, 1 TD against the Seahawks. Plundo.
Who is Marcus Wheaton?
Absolutely correct.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go with the next one.
Steeler Legends 400.
All right, y'all ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Who is this?
Oh no.
Plundo?
Who is Avery Williamson?
Insane pool. That is
That's
correct.
such a W. Bro, that is a snipe.
That is an insane pool. I will give you that. All right. Next one.
That's a Steelers legend right there.
Might as well clear it. 200.
All right. Who's this? Matthew.
Please be Steven Sims.
I lied. That's my goal. Let's go.
Oh, you scared me. No, I genuinely thought I was wrong. Oh my god.
All right.
All
Next
right.
one.
Name and year 100.
All right. Having the longest TD in back-to-back years, this wide receiver was top 5 in yards and targets, also being top 6 in yards, yak, and receptions. Plundo.
Who is Juju?
And the year.
Oh fuck! I forgot this is a year question. Shit. 2018.
Oh, okay, good, correct.
I actually almost fucked that up.
Corvette.
Oh shit! I almost pressed 500.
Well, we got the big money left.
All right.
Yeah. My name is 500.
My name is 500. All right. Y'all ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh no!
All right. Mainly known as a dynamic returner in my prime with a few other teams, I played only 4 games for the Steelers, retiring in 2015.
No!
Oh wait.
Plundo?
Who is Jacoby Jones?
Correct.
Let's go.
Oh, rip.
Holy crap.
Oh, I'm cooked. 1,000 for that? No!
I did not know that was. I did not choose the double jeopardy.
I know. That's crazy.
Wow. Nice
goated.
pull. Nice pull. Oh man.
Appreciate that.
All right. Next one, man.
We'll clear that one. 400.
All right. Even though I did not play much games with the Steelers, I am mainly known for recovering a fumble for a TD against the Steelers in the 2020 wildcard playoffs.
Wait. I'm blanking.
Yep.
2020 wildcard playoffs.
I know. I just don't remember the recovered it.
Yeah, y'all don't know the player.
I don't remember.
Well, that's y'all.
Dang.
Damn.
Sold.
I'm
Give
not
us a hint. Give us a position.
Well, he's on defense, safety. If you don't remember the first play of the game,
Oh, I know what the play was. I just forgot the play.
Give us initials.
Oh wait, I think I know.
K-
Time already.
KJ.
Okay, maybe I don't know.
KJ.
Are we stupid? Oh, Carl Joseph.
Correct. There we go.
Yeah, fair enough.
See?
That's a great question.
Okay,
Yeah,
see,
good question.
Now I'm starting to get y'all. All right, let's get it.
Wow,
See,
I'm impressed. Holy shit!
these are the harder ones. See, y'all,
Oh,
there's a lot
no.
more left, man.
Hey,
Oh
I'm
no!
impressed that I got Jacoby Jones and Avery Williamson. I'll take that.
I'm impressed about that one too. I ain't gonna lie,
Yeah.
I thought about making it more difficult, but I was like, no, I'm gonna just switch it up.
Oh man!
All right. I'm still up, right?
Yeah.
Dreams and Nightmares 400.
All right. All right. This unsung hero caught the game sealing INT on a Christmas Eve game versus the Raiders in 2022. Matthew.
It's Cam Sutton.
Correct.
GTA legend.
I needed that. All right.
All right, let's go.
Draft 400.
Draft 400. Bet. Who is the missing player? He's
Oh
active.
no! No!
It shows the year, so
I know the year. I know. I'm blanking.
Plundo?
Who is Josh Dobbs?
Correct.
Wow. That's huge.
All right. Next.
I forgot he was in there.
I forgot we took a quarterback that year.
Yup.
Draft 500.
Draft 500. In the 2013 NFL Draft, the Steelers traded a 2014 third-round pick with the Browns to acquire a 2013 fourth-round pick. The Steelers ended up selecting a DB from Syracuse with that pick. Who was the man the Steelers drafted? Plundo.
Who is Shamarko Thomas?
Correct.
Oh, that's the dagger.
Damn.
I was not getting that either. I know it is, but like
So you knew, but you didn't.
I knew who he was. I just did not know where he went to college.
Oh, see, I made it easier for y'all. That's why I put the college.
Yeah.
All right.
All right,
All right.
good.
Next one.
Clear Dreams and Nightmares 500.
All right. On December 10th, 2017, Steelers beat the Ravens 39-38. Then threw 2 TDs, one going to Le'Veon Bell, who caught the other touchdown.
I want to say who the
It wouldn't be 500 though.
That's why I want to say.
I'm a pussy.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna buzz in though?
No. Wait, is it Jesse James?
No.
Is it a tight end?
No.
I don't know.
Is it Eli Rogers?
No.
Was it Roosevelt Nix?
It was Roosevelt Nix.
Damn.
I'm glad I did not buzz in.
Yeah.
I thought y'all would have remembered that.
No.
Well, I felt like the obvious answer was AB because he still had a really good game.
Yeah, he did have a great game. He had over 200. I think he had like 213 yards, but no touchdowns.
Damn.
Yeah. So I'm glad I did not buzz in because I probably would have ended up saying.
All right. Let's go with the next one.
All right. Name and year 400.
All right. In a year the Steelers were labeled as frauds, this solid linebacker was second on the team in tackles for loss. Plundo.
Vince Williams.
And
2020.
that is correct.
W. I just didn't know the player. I knew at least it was 2020.
I'm surprised you just knew it off the bat.
Name and year 500. Might as well clear it.
All right. This man had 3 INTs this particular year and ended up returning all 3 for touchdowns.
Oh no!
I know the player. I don't know the year.
Are y'all gonna risk it though?
Is this old or recent?
Like I said, within the 2010s.
Raj! I can't. I don't know it. Come on, Orlando, please risk it.
No.
Orlando,
Y'all gonna risk it or let it go?
please, Orlando. God dang it. All right, well, for fun, let's figure this out.
Dang, man.
Not Minka, obviously.
Nobody wants to risk it, man.
Is this someone like very obscure?
I'm pretty sure y'all said it before the recording started. His name.
Did?
We did?
Yeah.
Like,
I
what were we?
want you guys to, within 2010s, think about guys who are known for catching picks and scoring.
Oh, I know it. Fuck. It was William Gay 2015.
Oh, I did say his name.
We got the year wrong.
Oh,
It's
then
like
yeah,
2015,
got it wrong.
14.
14.
Dang, I would have raged. I would have.
Oh, damn, bro!
I knew the player. I just didn't know the year.
I told y'all.
Oh, my boys. Oh,
I try to make this challenge.
I'll tell you what.
oh, I need to get it where I can like bet everything I have for the final thing and hope I can like tie or something.
So that means you better get these next
yeah,
two.
but like these are hard. I'm cooked.
Guess that performance. 400.
All right, let's go. 9 catches, 154 yards, 15 targets, 2 carries, 40 yards rushing in 2015.
I'm such a bitch.
Plundo.
Who is Martavis Bryant?
Absolute pull. Correct.
I'm too scared.
Buddy, you got no choice.
I know.
All right. And now the last guest.
He said that. He's like, buddy, you got no choice.
Are y'all ready?
Yep.
7 total tackles, 1 INT, 1 fumble recovery, 1 pass deflection, 1 touchdown 2019. Plundo.
I'm risking it. Who is Steven Nelson?
That is incorrect, my boy.
Damn.
Let me think about this.
You got 7 seconds.
Fudge.
4.
I don't remember which game it was. I don't know.
1. Y'all want to take any guess for fun?
Is it Bud?
No.
Devin Bush.
It was Devin Bush.
Damn it! Damn it!
Game makers and Chargers.
I honestly didn't.
I could
remember
take
that.
Risk, so that's okay.
It's fine.
All right.
Oh no, bet. Let me see. Bet. Like 2000.
All right. So. All right. So into y'all readers.
Wait, yeah. Bet 2,800, please. All right, so we have to text them after once we have our answer.
Yeah.
All right. Let me go on Instagram real quick. Let me make sure everything is loading.
Yeah, I'll make sure to put the other tab open so it doesn't cut me out.
All right. So y'all ready?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It is a given fact that Pittsburgh Steelers have not won a playoff game in almost a decade. But how many playoff games have the Steelers won since 2003? Closest within the range of 2 gets point.
Oh no! What a question. So one of us is guaranteed winning.
Could be. I don't know.
I gotta do math. Also, find your name on my messages. Are you being fine with the time? Like, I have to find your name.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
same here. Like, I couldn't just find you ASAP.
Y'all could just go. Y'all could just go in the chat, press my profile pic, and then.
Yeah, what's it called? Did you get my message?
Okay, I got Plundos.
I'm thinking.
Waiting for Matt. I'll give you 10 extra seconds.
I think I want to walk this.
10, 9, 8,
Yeah.
7, 6, 5.
All right. I might have overestimated.
So y'all ready?
Yeah.
Did I do?
All right.
No.
So I'm ready again. It is a given fact the Steelers have not won a playoff game in almost a decade. How many playoff wins the Steelers have won since 2003?
Oh, I overestimated.
Plundo told me 15.
Well, hit display wager
Wait, where?
up top right.
Oh. Holy crap.
I was hoping he would do it and get it wrong.
And Matt said 23. Plundo is the closest.
Oh my
I
gosh.
overshot it.
What the hell?
Bro, I did the math wrong.
And so how just
Yeah, I just hit that.
yeah.
Oh
it's
my god,
13.
Oh my gosh, I was really within the range.
Yes.
bro, they are ass.
Since 2003?
Bro, I was thinking like 3 or 4 a year for a couple years, and then a couple extra added on. Oh, God.
Oh man, that was.
All right, well, I overestimated my fraudulent team.
And the winner is Plundo.
GG's, Matthew.
All right, man. All
All right,
let me see
that
the
was
score.
fun.
Oh crap! Damn.
He dominated.
All right.
I'll tell you what, though, Prime, that was a good board. Dreams
Yeah,
in
you
My
did great.
Nightmares was my favorite one.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was,
you got to host again.
Because of the Najee Harris joint.
yeah, that was.
Hey,
We'll
man.
Load up the freaking mock draft
I
thing.
tried.
All right, so
All right.
I stay undefeated in Jeopardy.
Undefeated. Whoa, buddy.
Hey, recorded Jeopardies.
All right, now ratio.
The ratio. Now we are gonna do a PFF mock draft. No, get that off my screen. Matthew, you're gonna share your screen now.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna do it from Matthew's screen, and how this is gonna work is we all are gonna go in an order. I'm gonna go first. Matthew's gonna not Matthew. Prime is gonna go second, and then Matthew will go third.
Let
Oh, yeah, I gotta stop streaming.
me know when you see my screen.
I can see your screen. Hold on, I gotta add it to the board. I don't see it on the board.
Bro, Prime's screens had me dying earlier.
Hey, man.
That was so funny for no reason.
Let me see who's gonna. Yeah, it's not gonna.
Boom, boom, boom.
All right.
Wait, what's going on?
I mean, I was trying to show the screen for yours, but it's not gonna.
working?
Nah, because it's the same thing.
Oh. Wait, hit present again. Just try it.
No.
You want me to hit it?
Probably. I mean, you're the one sharing.
You want me to try from the actual StreamYard?
Yeah, probably. Hold on.
I just don't know if that would mess anything
No.
up.
All right. I think we're good.
I don't see your screen.
You don't?
Yeah, I
Not
know.
on the, not
Oh
on the
yeah.
side.
Wait, I didn't add it. All right.
Okay. Oh, there we go. Now, are you viewing my screen on Discord?
It's kind of hard to do all this.
Just go down to the Discord tab.
Yeah, I can see your screen. Yeah.
So if I wait, you can see it.
Yeah. All right. Let's go.
So we're good.
Yeah, we're good. We're straight. I can see yours.
All right. So as you see here, every team, sponsored by Duos.
Bro.
Plunder's on the clock.
So
Wait. Start draft, and here we go.
all right. Well, I think this is pretty obvious. It's become, apparent that the Titans.
Oh,
What's going on here?
Dylan Gabriel is going 101. My bad.
Oh, but he had the wrong one.
Anyways, Dylan Gabriel is not my pick. Cam Ward is my pick. I think he's very good. There's a lot to like about him. Poor guy's gonna have to deal with Dan Moore as his blindside blocker, though. So prayers up for him. And yeah,
The guy also said Traylon Burks is top 5.
Top 5 coaches I want to play for. Brian Callahan.
W rage bait.
Number 2, Stefanski. Like, what the hell?
Calvin really
Bro's
better
getting the
than
bag.
Jamar Chase.
Brian Cowan.
Calvin really better than Jamar Chase. The first QB was CTE before the draft.
I think he has good potential, but this is still one of the weaker, number one prospects in like recent years compared to other past drafts.
I feel like we gotta wait and see for that. Like if
No,
like
I understand. I just mean prospect wise, like you know,
I mean, I feel like
there's
he could
not
be.
nowhere near as much hype like compared to like Caleb Williams or like
I
Trevor
do
Lawrence.
agree. I do agree. Looking at his film, he did make a lot of nice
He
throws.
did.
Made some throws look effortless. I'm like, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, but he's not a miracle worker. He can't deal with Dan Moore, so
Yeah, so
Yeah, he might be cooked for that.
and just the Titans, they're still kind of rebuilding, so it might take a while to, fully see what. It might take a while to see what we, Cam Ward can become.
Yeah. All right.
Time's up. Cleveland Browns.
All right. So Cleveland Browns, it could definitely go between two people, but I'll give him Abdul Carter out of Penn State.
All right.
It's the fact he's a really talented edge rusher, and the fact pairing him up with Myles Garrett, that could be a very scary duo right there. And their defense could go back to top 10 like it was like a year and a half ago. Offensively, it still need a lot of work, but I feel like they can touch up with that later on in the draft. But I feel like you pair this guy along with Myles Garrett, that can scream like a top 5, top 3 edge rushing duo right there. So
Yeah,
might be top 1.
Probably.
Yeah, I mean, I love him as a Penn State player. I would actually cry if he did go to the Browns. He's just really dominant, but he does have the injury concerns because of the shoulder and the foot, which I think he'll be fine, but something to note. Yeah, Giants number 3 here. I will say I'm like 99% sure the Browns are gonna take Travis Hunter. But if they did go Abdul Carter, then the Giants would, immediately pick Travis Hunter here. Just because he's, in my opinion, the actual best overall player in the whole draft. As much as I love Abdul, I just think Travis Hunter is a more complete player. And yeah, I think he should want to go to one position only, but I know how much he wants to, try to play both receiver and corner. But I think he'll go to the Browns, and I think he'll mainly stay receiver. But if he was to go here on the Giants, they could really use him both ways because, I mean, they don't have like an elite receiver room in totality as well as corners. But I guess receiver is probably going to be his main focus, regardless of which one of these teams he goes to. So, yeah, Travis Hunter, best player in the draft, in my opinion, and the Giants would be really happy with this.
I would hate playing Travis Hunter 2 times.
Oh yeah, I know what's happening though. Like, trust me.
Yeah, that's gonna be horrible.
No. We do not know what's happening because I had a top 5 exact order last year. I'm like 5th pick. Chargers.
The only way is if they trade out, which I just don't see happening.
I thought Chargers was gonna go receiver first, round 1, and then Joe Alt just messed up my money. I'm like, oh man. But I don't hate it. He had a really solid rookie year. But on to the next pick.
Yeah, as a fan of a Big 12 team, I don't really, I'm not too fond of Travis Hunter in Colorado, but, I'm not going to be too salty about it. He is the best player in the draft, and he's just incredible at what he does.
Mm-hmm.
But for the Patriots, the main goal is, to build around Drake May, see what he can do, see if he can be the guy for the future. And the way you do that is you give the guy an offensive line, and I want to give them Will Campbell out of LSU.
I love that pick.
Good pick.
I really think that Will Campbell is the best tackle in the draft. The Patriots need offensive line help really badly. You kind of got the receivers. You got Stephon Diggs, even though I don't think he's as good as he used to be. But I think offensive line is the right pick here because I think if you reached for a guy like Ted McMillan, I just don't think he's number 4. He's good, but I don't think he's number 4 overall good. So I think Will Campbell's the right pick here.
Solid. All right. So For my pick, I'll be taking for the Jags. I got them going Mason Graham.
Pretty
Um, uh, they were just flat out terrible last season, and then a couple of those was from Trevor Lawrence missing a little bit of the season, but no, like defensively, they're not getting any better. They gave up a huge ton of big plays. They had no spark with the edge rushing outside. I was about to say Cape Montevia. Is what's his name? I
Josh
forgot.
Allen, Trayvon.
Yeah, I was thinking Trayvon. Yeah, Trayvon.
Mhm.
But like they didn't really like you didn't really hear much of the names pop up. Not only just because of the Jags that the Jags were terrible, but because like it wasn't like much like splash plays or pressure going on. I feel like they could take O line, they could take defensive line, maybe even cornerback, but I just felt like that this would be like a safe option here. Seeing this tape, this guy's really good. Could provide a spark for that defense, but that's what I got.
It's valid.
Yeah, that's really valid. I like that pick for him.
All right. So number 6, for the Vegas Raiders. I feel like this is pretty easy to me at this point. I don't know if he gets past here. Um, I know Raiders fans are going to be happy with this because they're trying to build a great offense. And, if Mason Graham got here, I would consider it, but he didn't. Um, I could think about receiver here. They also desperately need corner. But it's going to be Ashton Genty. Just really, really fun to watch. Hard to tackle, as he said. He said that they should draft the guy that can't tackle. And yeah, he's just really good. Obviously, people knock him for the competition he played, which is valid. I'm curious to see how he does in the NFL, but I don't know. I just think he's going to translate fairly well, and he's really explosive, very fun to watch. So Vegas gets a potential superstar in the making with Aston Genty at pick 6.
All right.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what Genty can do. I think he could be a really good player in the league.
That's true.
All right. For the Jets, I'm gonna go with Armin Membu from Missouri.
Okay.
Their offensive line struggled last season, and Tyron Smith just retired, and he was washed. So, Jets are gonna need a tackle to pair with Olu Fashanu, who I think could still be really good for that team, but I think you need more than that. So I think Membu gives you kind of the Jets have their tackles of the future there.
That's valid. He's really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Prime as the Panthers at 8.
Ain't gonna lie, this
is tough. They could go a lot of different directions.
Yeah, they can go wide receiver. They can go.
If you ever need me to scroll or anything or go to a specific position, just let me know.
Nah, because I'm just looking at the roster. They can go 2 routes here, but I'll give them Walter Nelson. Out of
Walter Nolan?
Huh?
Walter Nolan?
Yeah.
Okay.
I said Nelson. Walter Nolan. Because like looking at their wide receiver room, it's Xavier Leggett, Adam Thielen, who's getting older in age, Jalen Coker, who had a little bit of solid plays later on in the season. But that's not enough of a spark right there. But in terms of their defense, like after Bryce Young got benched and he was just playing mainly lights out football, and that offense was rolling. Adam Thielen made a lot of good plays. Chuba Hubbard had a really great year as well, and games they should have won when their offense mainly did what they had to do. The defense sold them against the Chiefs, sold them against the Bucks, sold them. So it's like they really need help with the defense, the defensive line. I seen a lot of plays that they didn't provide much pressure to the opposing QBs and just let the receivers do what they had to do. So if they get a little bit of pressure for that defense to help out Bryce Young, if he continues to play the way he did later on in the season last season, then I feel like they can have a good chance of winning the South. but we gotta wait to see how the draft is, what players they draft. But I would mainly say defensive line first because the defense mainly sold Bryce Young for a couple of the games last season. So I'm gonna just go with that.
Yeah, I agree. Their defense, like if you look at the stats, they were like historically one of the most like worst defenses ever.
And on top of that, in the last game of the season, when they went to overtime, like the offense was rolling. Like you had Miles Sanders scoring, you had Tommy Tremble scoring. Like you don't really hear those names that often, but the defense gave up a lot of points, and but they still managed to win it. So yeah, we'll see what happens with them.
Yep. Oh man, I mean the Saints at 9 are really interesting.
Yeah, this can go a couple of
Like
routes.
they've liked in the past to take just like edge rushing and like defense, like front seven and stuff, but like I feel like they need offensive help so bad. They don't even know if Derek Carr is going to play. Probably, it's almost trending towards not at this point. I'm really tempted to take a guy. Oh man, I don't know what to do. Obviously, if Genti landed here, maybe they would consider him, even though they have Kamara, but he's getting up there in age. Receiver, obviously, they could perhaps try to get their next Michael Thomas and Tedero McMillan. But like, I don't. I know some reports are saying they're not going to do it, but like, what do you guys think here? Like,
I mean, I also saw a report. I know who you're talking about, but I also think that there's rumors that the Saints might try to trade up in the first round and try to get Jackson Dart. And I don't know how true that is, but that's something I read. Because I think they really want to go receiver, but again, it's your pick, so you do what you want.
Yeah, for the Saints, they can go a lot. They can go receiver. You can go QB. They can go guard, maybe corner.
it's interesting. It's gonna be either a quarterback or receiver here. I don't know which one. Like, I guess it's for me. It's either gonna be. I just have a really hard time seeing Dort in the first round unless the team like trades back in. It's gonna be McMillan or Sanders. I don't know.
Go with your gut, man. Go with your gut.
Yeah, bro, you're not a Saints fan, so it doesn't really affect you.
Yeah. I know, but like this guy does affect the Steelers.
Yeah, good thing.
Yeah, good thing we chose Brian Thomas Jr. last year.
I'm gonna take Tedero McMillan for the Saints.
All right,
he has a great weapon.
I mean, that's still a great pick. Like, even if you didn't take them, like it would have been great regardless because their offense needs all the help they can get.
Yeah, their wide receiver room is terrible. Outside of Rashid Shaheed, he's a dog.
Yeah, and Chris Olave is just hurt all the time.
Yep.
Okay. So the Bears, they've had a really good offseason. They've done a good job, fixing up that defense a little more, getting help on the offensive line with Drew Dahlman from the Falcons. And I feel like you could really complete the offensive line here. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give them Kelvin Banks, a tackle. I really think, it was pretty obvious that the Bears need offensive line help really badly after last season. Caleb Williams is running for his life out there a lot of games. So, I really think, another guy that, the Bears are trying to see if he's their future, and he certainly gave them a lot of reason to think he could be. So give him a line to work with.
Yeah, that's valid. I mean, that would really essentially complete their line, in my opinion.
Yeah, and they also traded for Joe Thuney, too. So
Jonah Jackson, they got a lot.
Yeah, so I mean, get a young tackle in there, and I really think that offense could improve even more.
Yeah, that was gonna be my pick too.
Oh, so he sniped you, but now you have the 49ers.
Niners do need offensive line help too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they need a lot going on. So I'm gonna have them choosing Gray Zabel out of NDSU. So like you guys said earlier, Niners definitely need a lot of help. Trent Williams is getting older in age, and then with when Ayuk went down, you still had Deebo Samuel. Jawan Jennings had a spectacular year. Ricky Pershaw made a couple of plays later on down the stretch. And apparently Jordan Mason popped off being top 6, 7 in rushing yards last season.
Yeah, for no reason.
And like, but the offensive line, like, it got Purdy cooked a lot in a couple of games. It's like, especially when they had played the Dolphins, like early, like prior to that week, Brock Purdy bought him. I think he bought the whole offensive line cars or watches or something like that. And then all of a sudden, I seen him get sacked like 4 or 5 times. I'm like, you just pay your offensive line. You just gave your offensive lineman gifts, and they can't even protect you like this. I'm like, and now Purdy's in the mix of contract situation. So I'm like, how is that gonna work? Then they lost a lot of weapons in the all season, so they gotta improve in that. You could say they can go defense, they can go cornerback, they can go safety, they can go tackle. But I'm gonna say I'm gonna definitely go offensive lineman, because if they can't protect Brock Purdy and he gets paid, he's gonna start getting more slandered than ever before, because like the first 2 years of fraud, he's only good with his weapons. Then I seen him make a couple of solid plays, and then just with the offensive line not blocking for him, it's like it's kind of hard for him to do anything right there. So I'm gonna just stay with the offensive line to be safe.
Yeah, that's a very valid reasoning.
Yeah, I like it.
Now, we them boys. I know Plunder's a big fan of them.
What? Huh?
Yeah.
Wait, huh? Oh, never mind. But basically, I think the Cowboys need a skill
you
position
asshole.
player.
Yeah, you asshole. Real funny. Real
What?
funny. I just got the joke. Real funny.
I don't know what you mean, bro.
Yeah, you're real funny, bro. Harrison Barnes. Wait, what?
All right, Shell. All right, let's go.
All right, man. I think the Cowboys need to take a skill position player as much as they could take an offensive lineman, because I've seen it a little bit. I think I saw a report the same way, like they're infatuated with Josh Simmons from Ohio State. I don't know how true that is, but I think it's hard to tell because I don't know if we're fully doing like what we think is going to happen or what we would do in their position.
Just go with what you got.
Yeah, it's pretty much somewhere in the middle there. I think they need to take a skill position, and I as much as I think Omarion Hampton could go this high, I am going to go receiver here. And this man took a picture with Jerry Jones himself. It's Matthew Golden from Texas.
Oh, I like that.
Good
I just think very quick, very good route runner, gets separation, good hands. Like he's the perfect complement to CeeDee Lamb, in my opinion. And Dak would be saying, "Here we go, all the way to the end zone with this guy." So,
yeah, Matthew.
And I am here to report the Bucks are now down 0-2 to the end.
Oh wait, they lost.
They did lose.
Oh damn!
And OKC is still clapping cheeks.
Hold on, let me see. They might get swept. Jeez.
Yeah, the
Grizzlies are just a joke.
Yeah, Grizzlies are.
Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah, Halliburton cooks. Siakam played well.
I hate that man sells me every time.
Yeah, and now Plunder's up here with the Miami Dolphins here.
The Dolphins have really seen regression a lot in the secondary, specifically over the years. Xavier Howard lost his footing. They're looking to part ways with Ramsey, so they need to get a young corner in there, a guy that they can look to as like a defensive building piece, I guess. And this guy was really good, one of the best Big Ten players, and I'm gonna go with Will Johnson.
Yeah, good pick.
I think the Dolphins really, a lot. I think the one thing that really hurt them last year was injuries. I think we can agree on that. And, even though Tua is a vegetable, he still means a lot to that team. And, I really don't think the offense should be the pick here. I think their defense was worse. So I think you just need to continue to build on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. Now for my next pick with the Colts, I think it's pretty obvious for me here. I'll go Tyler Warren out of Penn State. And like looking at the Colts tight end, it's just I can only name Mo Alley Cox. I can't really name nobody else from the tight end roster right now. But Tyler Warren, I heard that he's like He's a really great prospect. And I know experience as a USC fan. This man went for over 200 yards receiving on my team, and we lost in
that was
overtime.
great.
And it's also the fact he snapped the ball.
He caught a touch on the same play.
Fooker caught the touchdown. I'm like, this is like, wow.
Yeah, I gooned to that.
Now looking at the stats, this man had he basically did everything. He had 224 yards, 17 catches, 1 touchdown. The second closest in receiving had 53 yards. I'm like, he was basically doing everything. And, you pair him up with that offense, depending on who's going to be starting, whether it's AR, whether it's going to be Daniel Jones, it's probably going to be AR. But, like,
hey, man, that's how I felt when Shador and Travis Hunter came to Lubbock and whooped my team.
But I feel like if the Colts can improve the quarterback situation, they can be a sleeper team because you got Jonathan Taylor still. Hopefully Michael Pittman has to bounce back here. Alec Pierce, he had a pretty solid season. But so Tyler Warren pairing up with that offense, it could be a little bit dangerous.
That'd be explosive.
But yeah, that all depends on the quarterback situation. So
yeah, you're kind of right. Like, Pittman, Downs, Pierce, Adonai Mitchell, JT, Tyler Warren. Like,
they got weapons.
How can Anthony Richardson sell with that?
It's him and the offensive line. They just need to do their job. And then they just got Travarius Ward in the offseason. So
yeah. And Bynum too.
Yep.
So I agree. I like that.
Oh, the Falcons are weird. Number 15. We all thought they were taking defense last year. They went and took Michael Penix Jr. I think they have to go defense here, though. It was just really, really bad. There's a guy I like here that actually would be staying in the state if he were to go to Atlanta, and that's Jalen Walker.
That's a good
one.
He's just really fun to watch. Like, he's versatile. Like, he can play multiple spots. Like, oh my god! Like, I earlier in the year I thought he could go as high as the Carolina 8, which obviously they have a plethora of defenders to pick from. Like, it's not impossible, but Walter Nolan's good too. And Jalen Walker's just a beast. Keeping him in the state would be fun. And the Falcons desperately need defense. I understand why they took Penix last year, obviously now with hindsight, because he played pretty well. But, like, they just need defense. Like, they could have made the playoffs, like, last year with Penix, but the defense absolutely sold them. And, yeah, it was the reason they ended up not making it. So, Jalen Walker certainly helps them out right away. Could see an edge rusher, like they say here, for their team needs. Really just anything on defense is going to help them. So, yeah, Jalen Walker here.
All right.
What's it called? Yeah, I think they really just need pass rush help badly because, Grady Jarrett's now gone. I know they got Arnold Ebiketie, but that's really, not much to work with.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's a Penn State legend, though.
Yeah, he's great at college, but he hasn't been that good in the Yeah. All right, the Cardinals. The Cardinals last year, I don't know if you guys knew this, but they were 24th in the league in terms of interceptions last season, and that's not really good. But the Cardinals do have nice players. They're kind of an interesting team going forward. I really think they could be a dark horse team to make the playoffs next year. I think Marvin Harrison could take a step forward. Kyler Murray still a starting caliber QB. Offensive line's going to get healthier. You got James Conner. But I really think they just need to, build the defense more. It improved from their disastrous 2023 season, but you still need more. And I'm going to give them Jedi Barron. I think he could pair really nicely with Garrett Williams, who was really good in the slot for him. So, I think he would be a good addition to their secondary.
All right.
One's valid. I think he's pretty talented. It's weird. Some people are like kind of mixed on. They think some think he's really good, and some think he's like kind of overrated. I don't know.
I mean, Marvin Harrison. He's only a rookie, so. Oh, I thought you were talking about Marvin Harrison Jr.
Oh no, I'm talking about Jade.
Oh, okay.
That's my bad. I thought you were talking about Jade. No shit, he's a rookie.
No.
All right, fair enough.
All right.
Yeah, no, I think he's good.
All right, we're fried. Okay.
Yeah. Well, Prime, you have your favorite team, the Bengals, on the clock here.
All right, ratio, buddy.
Counter.
All right, now, all right. For the Bengals, I'm gonna have them choosing Shamar Stewart out of
Ooh.
Texas,
Oh,
out of Texas A&M. Um, so like for the Bengals, like they need like defensive help because like looking at last season, the defense really kept them out the playoffs, and also the fact that they have contract disputes with Trey Hendrickson right now. So I don't know if they're gonna pay him. I don't know if he's gonna stay with the team. I don't know if he's gonna franchise tag and hold out.
He might.
So you said what?
He might sit out. Yeah, like you said.
Yeah, so like there's a lot of options that could swing the way of the Bengals. Well, not in their favor. So and like you definitely need defensive help right now. I feel like the secondary improved later on in the season. But yeah, I'm just giving a Shamar Stewart to try to provide a spark on the defensive line. And with Trey Hendrickson or not, we could see what happens with their defense. But I definitely have them going defense first round.
Yeah, they
So,
definitely.
yep. Well, now I have my real favorite team, Seattle Seahawks.
Lovely team.
yeah.
They're in an interesting spot because the player I've actually seen the most for them recently is Gray Zabel because how much they need offensive line help. We saw Gino have to, essentially get slobbered out there at times, even though I don't think he was that good himself. But like the offensive line certainly made more problems for him than they would like to admit, and it's tough because I feel like Gray would be a great fit. I'm not sure how good of a fit this is gonna. Well, wait, listen. Yeah, I'm not sure how great of a fit this is gonna be, but I know They actually have him ranked fairly low, but like Tyler Booker is almost not a lock, but I feel like he's highly likely to go first round because I've just seen it everywhere for like a couple months now. I think he's. I'm not super familiar with him. I didn't watch any offensive linemen because I can't get myself to do it. But like, I don't know. They desperately need offensive line, especially specifically guard. Even though their tackles on paper are good, but they keep getting hurt, so that's a different story. But yeah, they literally interior offensive line. They were disastrous. I know plenty of Seahawks fans that hated Stone Forsythe with a passion. They wanted him to be publicly executed in downtown Seattle. Tyler Booker is certainly an upgrade. He would help their line immediately, and that's why I picked him here.
Yeah.
That's a great way to describe that.
I try, this is just what I'm hearing. Okay,
Nah, I mean I'm not saying you're wrong.
they hated that guy.
Yeah, he wasn't very good. All right. Well, I think there's, the Buccaneers. They're an interesting team. They've been crowned the NFC South champs for a couple years now. They've kind of run that division. There's a lot of different routes they can go. I think they're going to go defensive with their pick. And, some people say safety, some people say linebacker, but I don't really think they need a safety too much. I was thinking Malachi Starks maybe, but he's kind of a rare blue chip prospect. But, he's really good. He's probably, I want to say, the second best safety right now in this class. But I'm not going to do it because I just don't know if he'd fit too well with the Bucs. And I'm going to go Jahad Campbell because I think he'd be a better fit for him. And I also think he's very underrated well. I don't think he's talked about enough. And I think he would be awesome for that Bucs defense.
That's nice. That's solid.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Now I got the Mile High Denver Broncos. With my pick, I got them going to Marion Hampton out of North Carolina.
Great pick.
Like especially what they did in the off season. They improved their defense. I was already top 12 that season. Had the defensive player of the year. Now you got a couple of pieces, so I think their defense is not really too much to worry about. On the offensive side, you can go wide receiver, you can go running back. But since they have Cortland Sutton, I just gave them the nod of running back because they just got somebody else. They let go of Javonte Williams. I forgot what he got. But
You're
anyway,
funny.
You said what?
I said you're funny, Matthew.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Anyway, so Marion Hampton, he's athletic. He ran a 4.4 4.46 in the draft. But really solid pass catcher, really powerful runner. Really good at holding the ball. So and they definitely need that help right there. So you pair him up with Bro Nix, you pair him up with Cortland Sutton, and if they get another wide receiver in the second or the third round, they could be very nice. But I think their main need is running back. So if he provides that spark to them, the Broncos can be very dangerous next season.
Yeah,
That's that's very valid.
yeah.
All right, buddy. The future's in your hands right now.
Yep. The future is in Matthew Kahn's hands. What will you do?
Wait. Tell me, who picked for the Steelers last year? I forgot.
I honestly don't remember.
I think it was me.
Do you remember who you took?
I took Brian Thomas Jr.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't think any of us expected Troy Fontaine to even make it to us.
Yeah, no, we didn't. We had him going early.
No, I feel some of them had him going. But
Matthew, I think you took Falatanu in one mock we did for the Steelers.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he did.
I'll have to go back and look after this. I don't
Me
know.
and Prime, we wanted Brian Thomas Jr.
Oh, I know.
He's absolute stud, and now we got a very good wide receiver core, and now we talk about trading George Pickens. I don't know what the heck is going on with his team.
Hey, I don't know what you mean, bro. Roman Wilson is like really good at football, bro.
Who?
Roman Wilson, he's going to learn the playbook. Trust me.
Yeah, he's gonna learn it, bro. He's gonna figure it out. Don't worry.
Even I can learn the playbook.
He's gonna figure out the playbook. Don't worry.
No, you can't get on the moving train, Prime. Come on.
How hard is it to know first down, run straight forward, second down, run half back toss to the right, third down, a short pass, and then fourth down.
Bro,
punt.
he's gonna learn it at the country club. Don't worry. He's gonna.
I was gonna say in the Sweden league, but we'll see what happens with him.
Sweden has a lot of beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna stop myself.
All right, buddy. Let's go, Matthew.
Okay.
What will you do? For
I mean, lots of pressure here. In this scenario, I'm gonna do what I genuinely think is gonna happen on draft night, and that is the defensive line. In this scenario, we haven't taken two of in my opinion, the best two available, which is Kenneth Grant and Derek Harmon. It's a toss-up for me. I like both of them a lot, but I don't know. My gut tells me Kenneth Grant might be off the board by now, but I don't know. It's just interesting the way we did things, but I'm gonna go Derek Harmon. I just think he's like if I had a gun to my head right now, and was told pick one player that you're most confident is gonna be a Steeler on draft night, it would be Derek Harmon, just because I know that like how much they want defensive line. They looked at it a lot. Cam Hayward, we already say it a million times. He's not getting any older or younger. Keanu Benton needs someone to be paired with to maximize both of whoever we had's potential, because he wasn't the best run stopper, and we got ran all over several times. It can't happen anymore, and Derek Harmon certainly helps at least try to minimize that. So, how would you guys feel if this happened, and would you prefer Kenneth Grant or Shadur?
I'll say this. I like the pick. I like Derek Harmon as a prospect. I think he's very good, but I think Kenneth Grant is the better prospect. Really like, but I would not be mad if Derek Harmon's a Steeler.
Yeah, and one of my reasons was I think in real life he might be off the board, so I didn't want to be too like crazy, even though he's on the board now, obviously.
That's completely fair. I agree.
I do agree. I do agree with both of you guys, but like knowing how the Steelers do things with drafting, it's like they can go any route possible. Like we can go quarterback, we can go defensive tackle, maybe a hot pick, hot take, they can go running back. I don't know how the Steelers are going to operate things. I don't think they're going to go running back. It's definitely between quarterback and defensive tackle. But, whatever they choose, we got to live with it. There's going to be probably a lot of good cheers, a lot of hate going on Thursday. So we just got to wait and prepare for that, So our future could be doomed, but that all depends on Omar Khan and Mike Tomlin's hands,
Yep.
Riley Leonard first round.
I thought about it.
Whoa. I would no. I can't even say what I want to say. I would actually lose my.
Brian, do we think that Plunder's going to nail this pick for the Chargers here? I have faith in him. I have faith in him.
I don't know. What you got, Pun Diddy? Did he cut out? Oh no.
He
Oh
did.
no.
Well, we're gonna stall until he comes back.
Of course, it's so. Oh, there he is. Hello.
Yeah, I got it. Put me in backstage for some reason.
It's
I
always
told you that happened to me too.
always a Harrison Barnes fan, you know.
Oh, do not show that.
Did you still hear us?
Yeah, I kind of heard you all a little
Yeah, we were
bit.
saying I have faith in you to nail this Chargers pick,
Oh, this is an easy pick, bro. This is Colston Loveland.
and he does it.
What's it called? Jim Harbaugh gets one of his former tight ends that he used to work with in Michigan. I'm pretty sure his catches this season, I think it was 56, is the most ever by a Michigan tight end, which is insane. He's just really good overall. I think he could open up a lot of opportunities for that Chargers offense, and I really think that would be a really good security blanket for Herbert.
Another 0-yard gain for Najee Harris.
Yeah, have fun with that, Charger fan.
I feel like he's gonna do good though. That's his thing.
He could. No, he has a better offensive line than Joe Alt.
Preying on his downfall now, but that's fine.
They got Dante Jackson and Mike Williams now.
Bro,
Too.
they are literally reuniting the Steelers.
2 former Steelers in 2025. Well, three.
Yeah, 3.
I mean, Mike Williams used to be a Charger, but still,
Yeah.
Still a legend. It's like
guy was making catches left and right, bro.
surely we targeted him.
Oh yeah, for sure, bro. You saw that touchdown against Washington. Surely he built up.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh,
I remember 2 other touchdown catches that were not non-existent, you know.
Yeah.
But anyway, for the Green Bay Packers, I compared Jordan Love with another receiver. I got him going to Mecca. Egubika.
Buka?
It's hard to say his name.
I know.
So yeah, Egubika. Yeah, I got Packers going that obviously wide receiver is their main need right now. They don't have a clear wide receiver one. Even Josh Jacobs himself agreed after the Super Bowl that they need wide receiver, and then I think it was Romeo Dobbs saying that they don't need wide receiver. I think it was Dontavian Wicks saying that they don't need wide receivers.
Didn't someone laugh, put laughing emojis?
Somebody did, but I know
They're all fucking receiver twos.
I know Josh Jacobs know he needed that they needed wide receiver help because their wide receiver core is solid, but they don't have a true number one. Like Dontavian.
Do you think Emeka could be one?
Yes.
Oh.
He could.
Yeah,
because Jaden Reed, he's gonna show highlights against Detroit, and he showed nothing the second game. Romeo Dobbs, he's solid. He's iffy. He complained a lot during prior to last season, and then he got hurt a lot, suffered multiple concussions. And then on Dontavian Wicks, he just needs to be consistent. So they don't have a true number one. So Emeka could provide that spark for Jordan Love.
That's valid.
I like it.
The only thing is, they just every time they think the Packers need a receiver, they for some reason never take one.
Yeah, I was surprised it was Jackson. It was Jack who last season. No, I forgot who they took last season.
Van Ness, or was that?
No, it was offensive. Oh yeah, that was the year before. Last year they took some type of offensive lineman. I forgot.
Oh yeah, was it Jordan Morgan?
Yes, yes, it was him.
Arizona.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so they definitely need wide receiver, but I don't know what they're gonna do.
Yeah, all right. This is weird. Vikings at 24. I don't know, man. I'm scared. I'm on reel right now. O'Neal Cruz full count bases loaded, 2 outs. What's he gonna do? A strikeout?
Another O'Neal Cruz. No, I'm kidding. Another Jack Sawinski strikeout.
Let's see what he does in real time. He's probably gonna strike out.
I will not diss my sweet Dominican prince.
We're just waiting to see what O'Neal Cruz does. Come on, O'Neal, please.
Wait, bases are loaded.
In play out. God damn it. Well, grounded out to second, and that retires the side.
Wait, bases were loaded?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh, moving on. Sell the
Yeah,
team.
never becoming a Pirates fan again. Why did I get into the baseball, bro? Such a horrible decision.
I don't know.
I hate you, Bob Nutting. This is all your fault.
All right. I don't. This is so tough because there's several players that should not be falling this far, in my opinion. But
Yeah.
I think
Well,
I'm gonna stop the fall of Kenneth Grant.
Yeah, that guy should not be on the board still.
I was heavily considering Mike Green because I feel like he'd go even like in this range, like in the teens. But I don't know. Kenneth Grant's obviously considered one of the best defenders in the class. It's just weird how we let him fall. Like just given the situation and what we think made sense. Like I feel like the Bengals could take him. I've seen that plenty. You know, I
We
don't.
could take him.
Yeah, even us if he makes it. So yeah, yeah, the Vikings they need D line according to PFF.
I mean, to the Cardinals as well.
Yeah, Cardinals for sure. Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, they need it, and so, yeah, it's just a matter of who. He's a first round lock. I feel like that's safe to say. And yeah, so now Plundo on the clock with the team he saw dick us down in person, the Houston Texans.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me. I had a great time at that game for sure. What's it called? You know, if you watch the Houston Texans last year, it was really obvious what their issue was, and that was offensive line. CJ Stroud literally died in a lot of games. And I really thought that, they'd go for, one of the top offensive linemen in the free agency, but they didn't really, like I thought they would.
Instead, they trade away Laramie Tunsil.
Yeah, which I did not see coming. But yeah, I'm not, the Houston GM, so I guess I don't know anything. But I'm gonna go with Josh Simmons here. Get your Larry Tunsil replacement right there. I think he could be a really good fit there. Maybe he'll have that Ohio State chemistry with CJ Stroud. But yeah, Houston's really, I think, got to go offensive line here because it was really bad last year.
Yeah.
Wait, who you took?
I took
Josh Simmons.
All right, bet.
Now, what are you going to do for the Los Angeles Rams, Prime?
Is Josh Connerly still on the board?
Yep.
I'll have them go on offensive line. Like looking at a couple of the games the Rams had, Matthew Stafford could not get the ball out. Like the first matchup against the Cardinals, that was a murder. Both games against the Eagles, I think Stafford got sacked probably 8-9 times combined, something like that. And like their defense stepped up a little bit, still needs some work. Not offensively, Kyron Williams, dog, Puka Nacua, dog. Tyler Higbee is a solid tight end when he gets fed the ball and not hurt. And now you got Devontae Adams, so they have weapons, even though despite the fact they lost Cooper Kupp, and they still have I forgot his name already.
Who are you referring to?
Demarcus Robinson.
Oh yeah,
he's a really solid wide receiver 3 there too. But I definitely offensive tackle. I know I can only name Kevin Dodson.
Wait, didn't he leave?
Ooh,
I think he's a 49er now, DeMarcus.
did he?
I am fairly sure.
Am I wrong?
DeMarcus Robinson.
Oh yeah, he left.
Yeah, 49er.
Oh dang, I didn't even know that.
I know the Rams signed someone though.
I know it's still Tutu Atwell.
Well,
Devontae Adams, Puka, Tutu, Jordan Whittington. Yeah, not bad.
Okay, so yeah, that's my fault for not knowing that. But yeah, they definitely tackle to protect Matthew Stafford. He's not getting any younger either, but he can still throw the ball very well. So as long as they protect Matthew Stafford, they can have, and they stay healthy, they can have a really deeper shot at the playoffs. Maybe next season. We don't know how everything's gonna go there, but I felt like if the offensive line was stronger, they could have had a chance to beat Philly in that division round. Could have,
sure.
But yeah, that's where I'm going with.
So you're locking in Josh Conner, all right?
Yeah.
So now, oh god,
Your favorite team, Matthew.
Yeah, they are. Let's go Ravens. It's not fun picking for rivals, giving them good players. I think the position I've seen for them the most is edge. I've seen James Pierce a great amount. but I need to stop to follow Mike Green because he's just so good. Um, he's obviously out of Marshall. It's tough to because it's Marshall for fuck's sake. I don't remember the last time they had a first round pick, if ever. I'm sure they've had one at some point, but I generally do not remember the last one. But yeah, he's just really good, really explosive. I think dominated the Senior Bowl. Um, yeah, he was great. So I don't want him on the Ravens, but I feel like they could very likely take an edge. If not James Pierce, I feel like Mike Green would. They'd probably run to the podium if he was still here. So yeah, that's sadly what I'm going with.
Yeah, that's a good pick. Unfortunately, for the Lions, I'm gonna give them. I really like this player out of Georgia. I think he was really good for him. I'm gonna give them Michael Williams.
Okay.
The Lions obviously had a great season here, but it always just has come down to the defense. Kind of choking in big moments. Same with Jared Goff. So I mean, it's really been a kind of a performance issue for the Lions the past couple seasons because they've really, come together as a franchise and have been incredible and now are a legit Super Bowl contender. And I think if you add a player like Michael Williams to Dan Campbell's defense, I think that's gonna get even better, especially with Aiden Hutchinson coming back.
Yeah, they lost
Yeah,
Ben
I
Johnson.
agree. I honestly forgot about him. I feel like he'd go earlier too. Like he's really solid.
They
Yeah, I
lost
thought
Ben
we were,
Johnson. Yeah.
honestly gonna take him for the Ravens.
That's so weird. Like the theme of this draft is like anywhere from 10 to even 40. Like the range, like the gap in terms of like talent is not that big.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, Prime, the Commanders.
For the Washington Commanders, I won't have them taking Malachi Starks out of Georgia. Um,
Good
like
pick.
looking at their roster last season, nobody, and I repeat, nobody expected just the Commanders to just have the season they just had. Jaden Daniels having the greatest rookie quarterback season of all time. And the fact that he made the most of it with weapons that are like you don't think is gonna like pop out, like the mix of Antonio Gibson and Austin Eckler. Like you didn't no, and Brian Robinson. You didn't really expect those names to just like be big factors right there. Terry McLaurin, dog, De'Ame Brown made a few plays here and there, and then Zach Ertz really stepped up, had a really solid season right there. And then looking at their defense really lost them a couple of games. Like to us, I did not expect to beat the Commanders that particular game, but we did. And then I know they had Benjamin St. Juice for a majority of the season. Then they benched him, I think, and then Marshawn Lattimore got traded to them, and he didn't play the best there either. So they definitely need some help in the secondary. And their defense was their main issue last season. If they had a solid defense, they could have really kept up with the Philadelphia Eagles, but they got squashed. Despite the fact they did beat them they split in the regular season. No, they got squashed when it mattered most, and that was mainly because of the defense. So I'm gonna give them Malachi Starks.
It's valid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like he's really talented. It's kind of hard to predict where he's going to go because safeties aren't typically super high valued, but I don't know. I feel like he's too good just not to go in the first round at all. So, but they didn't learn their lesson with Brian Branch. We'll see what happens with Malachi. Buffalo. Yeah, I think it's fair to say they'll probably go edge here. Something on defense, but we'll go James Pierce. If he wasn't going to go to the Ravens, I think Buffalo is very valid.
I thought you said James Pierre. I was like,
They can take him for pick 30. Yeah, James Pierce is really good. People had problems, I guess. Like I don't know, it was either character or like maturity concerns, but he's a very talented player. So if a team is willing to take that chance, you're getting a really good player. So especially at the very late and back end of the first, I think that'd be a kind of a steal for the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, that'd be a good pick. All I'm gonna stop the fall of this guy because
Uh-oh.
I think he's really good, and I think he's got a crazy good story too, and that is Siobhan Revel. Um,
Oh yeah.
I I really like him. I think he's a very solid corner. The Chiefs obviously they had L'Jarius Sneed that one season, who was great for them for a couple years, but obviously lost him last offseason to the Chiefs. You got Trent McDuffie, who's great, but I feel like you need more. There's a lot of teams in the AFC West that are becoming stronger now. The Broncos got their quarterback of the future. It looks like the defense is really good, and it just got a lot better with Dre Greenlaw and Talanoa Hufanga. And they obviously still got good deep threats like Cortland Sutton, Marvin Mims, and even Troy Franklin ain't bad. And then the Chargers, you got Herbert, who's a gunslinger pretty much, a deep threat in Mike Williams, who's obviously not that great, but, still a really good deep threat receiver. And then Quentin Johnson, who took steps forward in his second season. So I really think that, it'd be cool to add a corner for them because, those are very talented teams that are only going to get better. So I think you need to get stronger on the defensive side of the ball. I know you can make the argument that they need offensive line, but the top guys are gone, and I feel like you'd be reaching at this point.
Honestly, I was scared you were going to take Luther Burden.
Yeah, no, I mean, I could do that, but
I
honestly,
feel like he could fall to the second at this point.
yeah, I think he could, but I wanted to be logical here.
Yeah.
All
All right.
right.
Prime's going to end this thing.
All right. So for the Philadelphia Eagles, I got them taking Donovan Izuraku.
No idea how to pronounce that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could not tell you.
Yeah. I got them just going edge rush here. Philly, they don't really need that much, they're really good the way they are right now. But if you're looking at uh, uh, if you're looking at them right now, they lost Josh Sweat to the Cardinals, and then I heard Bryce Huff is potentially in trade rumors or whatnot. So I don't
He's
know what. Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do with that, but I feel like just help them on on the defensive side of the ball. They don't really need much offensively, you know. Like your wide receiver room is goaded. You still got Dallas Goddard, got it unless they plan on trading him because he's been in trade rumors too. But I'm just staying to the safer side and just go defensive edge, considering they lost Josh Sweat, who was a really good player for them.
yeah, I like it. That's a good pick.
Yeah, I can't go wrong. All right. Well, there it is. I'm going to send this in the group chat if you want to, I don't know, post it somewhere on your story or something. Final pod.
Yeah,
mock
no, yeah, I was gonna do that, so please send that
Yeah,
to the
I'll send it. Sounds good.
We might
Perfect.
get cooked.
Well, honestly, I don't think this is that bad.
It could be worse.
I really think this
Considering
is
no trades, I feel like this is fair.
Yeah.
Unless Matthew chose Jackson Dart, there could have been some spark in the group chat. But
Oh, we're getting Jackson Dart.
I will say I thought for the Panthers, I thought you were gonna pick Jalen Walker for him because they've been linked to him a lot. But I think that would still be a really good pick for Atlanta. But I think Walter Nolan is still another good pick because I think he's rising up draft boards.
yeah, that's true. It's just hard for me to choose for the Panthers. They can have two options here, in my opinion. But
Oh yeah, for sure. But I like a lot of these picks. I think we did a good job, boys.
yep,
Yep.
yeah, I hit it.
Yeah. But I will say, before we end the episode here, I got to ask one more question.
All right.
This is all three of us. This is a question for all three of us. Thursday night, who do we think is gonna be the pick? Like for the Steelers, like no BS. Like who do we think it's gonna be?
If it's from my head, I'll say Derek Harmon. If it's from my gut, it could be Jackson Dart, maybe Shador Sanders. I don't know because, like I said, I don't know how the Steelers work things differently. Like picks that you think are going to be there, they're not going to be there. Especially from what I said that we should have went the last 2 years. I wanted Christian Gonzalez when he was there on the board. We traded back. We got Broderick Jones. Like even though we didn't need tackle, I would have took that risk and got a corner. And I'm not saying JPJ is bad. He's really good. He just needs to back all the holding, and then we can get somewhere. And then last season, I wanted Brian Thomas Jr. And I know we had a terrible, offense stuff, offense everything, but like also the fact that we took Troy Fautano, he got hurt. We took Roman Wilson in the third. He didn't play a single snap, so it was like I feel like I would have cooked a little bit, but that's just me. So I don't know what they're gonna do because they always confuse us with everything, whether it's the draft, whether it's the offseason, whether how the offense is, the defense is, because we still got Terrell Austin as a defensive coordinator. Like it's just so confusing. Everything is confusing, and now Pickens is in trade rumors apparently. So everything is just confusing right now. I can't think straight, but it's gonna be between the defensive tackle, a defensive lineman, or quarterback. It's gonna be one of those two.
Yeah.
Unless they trade up or trade back, I don't know what they got cooking. But hey,
Yeah, I think a trade back is more likelier to happen than a trade up, based off of Omar Khan's press conference that he had today. So I definitely wouldn't be shocked if they move back. But for me, if I had to pencil in the pick right now, I think they're going to go defensive line. That's my gut feeling. I think they're going to go Derek Harmon. I think that's who they are because I personally think that Kenneth Grant will not be available by the time we get to our pick. So I think it's going to be Derek Harmon. And like I said, when Matthew made the pick, I would not be mad. I think Derek Harmon's a great player. And we got guys like Derrick Henry, young emerging Chase Brown, Lamar Jackson, obviously, and even Joe Burrow, who's pretty mobile himself. And then the Browns always seem to have a good running game against us for no apparent reason. So, yeah, you got to stop the run. And I think Derek Harmon would be, certainly help with that.
also with the press conference thing, we can't always trust the press conference anymore because if we remember last year back in March, we signed Russell Wilson. A few days later, Russ in the interview press conference talk about Kenny Pickett. He's gonna be they had a good relationship. Next day, Kenny Pickett gets loose, traded to Philly, and then we signed Justin Fields. So like I said, they're so confusing. I mean, that really made me happy, but now looking in hindsight, we didn't really do anything and we lost both of them. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you certainly make a good point there. I mean, even our team owner himself said he didn't see a blockbuster trade happening, and obviously that wasn't the case. So you definitely bring up a good point there, Prime, for sure. And that's something to, consider. They could definitely be, throwing smoke screens and that type of stuff at us. But I think there's reason to justify the defensive line pick because, they've done a lot of homework on it. Like Matthew said, they've looked at a lot of guys. They've met with a lot of them in their, pre-draft visits, their top 30 visits. So I really think the defensive line interest is real. And I think it could very well happen at first round.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, but I do think you bring up a good point there because the Steelers could go any routes. I really think that ever since Omar Khan took over as GM, I think the Steelers have become a very unpredictable team.
I won't say unpredictable. I mean,
I don't know.
If you told me that Russell Wilson and Justin Fields were going to be on the Steelers, I would have laughed at you because I think we all know that if Kevin Colbert was still running this team, that would have not happened.
I mean, I do agree in a way that since Kevin Colbert has been replaced, it has been unpredictable. But in terms of like some of the moves, like you feel like we could have done better. You felt like we could have done something else, even though it's not the steal away.
Then also DK Metcalf is another example. I don't think we saw DK Metcalf being a Steeler based on the situation.
But what's the point of DK Metcalf if we don't have it? If we don't have a quarterback?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't see a trade for DK coming because we didn't have, our quarterback situation figured out. And I think that, they'd want to figure that out first before they went out and got a guy like DK.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I like it now. Like, considering no other team got him on board.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I hope he works out, though, because $30 million a year is a lot of money.
And now TJ Watt is in contract disputes, apparently. So...
Yeah, so the point is, though, the Steelers, we don't know what the hell's going to happen, but we can only hope and pray that we won't crash out on Thursday.
All right.
But unless anybody has anything else they want to add.
No, I think we're good.
All right. Like I said, GG's Matthew for Jeopardy earlier. My fault. But then Prime, very good board.
Mhm.
You came up with some very good questions there. I would definitely be down for you to host again at some point because you came up with some good categories I would have never thought of.
I mean,
So,
I could probably think of something like next week if y'all want to do that.
yeah, for sure. We'll talk it over. But you cooked, unlike Zach Collins did with the Spurs ever. So good job. But that's gonna do it from the co-host Matthew
Peace out.
and from the co-host Primetime.
Later.
And we'll see you guys after the draft.